Alright, folks, welcome back. Another Poem Master video, and today, since, with the year ending, we got all the new units out, I thought we'd do this. I think we did one last year as well, right? Just, my top 30 favorite units that came out, new units at least, in 2022, in this year, 2022, and again, last year we did one of these, and let's see, we got a lot of new units this year, man. I feel like the lodge units do fill up like a really big space because there's like 13 something lodge for pairs, whatever, right? So a lot of those. So anyways, all right, let's start this. So basically, this is obviously not a tier list based on how part of it is how powerful the units are, but it's what I like, right? A lot of things factor into this. Their kits, right? I kind of like that, but also if they got any all outfits, outfit would be nice. Whatever Pokemon they're paired with, I guess character itself to an extent. If they had a really nice story or something like that, music. I don't know, just a lot of things. Right, so yeah, anyways, if you guys want, you guys could list your favorite units from this year 2022 as well in the comments section down below, and let's get into this. So first of all, before we get into the actual list, before we do anything, subscribe for more Poem Master videos. It's cool. But anyway, let's get some honorable mentions in here, which is also known as me cheating, so I could get like 35 units on this list instead of just 30. Because I don't know, there's a lot of units I really like on that came out this year. Like a lot of them I couldn't even put on this list, right? And like Aaron, for example, really nice unit, but unfortunately I just don't have enough space to put him on here, right? So some honorable mentions to start, and to cheat even further, my first honorable mention is like 3 units, which is the 3 evolutions over here, right? Like Lyra Vaporeon, Chris Jolteon, and Lucas Flareon. Their kits are so good, man. Their kits are so good. It just really sucks that they came with all the other issues, like the no EXs, just regular outfits on a triple featured limited, but like it's everything about them coming into the game is a mess. But the kits themselves are really nice, and they're really great to use, honestly. Yeah, next, also me cheating again, throwing in 2 units for the next honorable mention category, which is over here with, did I not have, oh, well, here it is, Naomi and also Hex Maniac. Yeah, I forgot to bring Hex Maniac. Yeah, but Naomi and Hex Maniac, Helena, whatever, right? They're just really cool concepts, right? Just free NPC characters. Their kits are okay. Nothing too crazy. I did really like the whole Naomi campaign and story and stuff, so that was cool. Hexy's story was a bit odd, but that's Hex Maniac for you. It's odd character, right? So all right, allow me to add a few more. So I also have Lodge Cynthia. The kit is alright and all that stuff, but it's just a really nice, free unit that has a pairing that I like a lot, which is Cynthia and Gastrodon. I'm glad they remembered that Cynthia has Gastrodon, and Gastrodon, very underrated Pokemon on Cynthia's team. I think Gastrodon's pretty freaking cool. Anyway, so yeah, it's basically, I like Gastrodon. So yeah, there's that. And another one is this BP Mesprit, which for a 5-star BP unit has a really nice kit that I actually slightly like, which is rare for 5-star BP units, because I generally hate all the 5-star BP unit kits. They're all pretty, like, not too great. Usually the 4 stars are much better, or much more interesting at least. But Mesprit's actually really nice, so there's that. Also, it's Mesprit. I like Mesprit too, so that's cool, I guess. And last one, I swear, just one more honorable mention. Hugh over here. 1, I like Hugh. 2, I like Hugh's music. Really good music. And a very funny unit, obviously. Man's, one of the funniest units in the game with his stupid mechanic. And he's not, like, bad at all. Stupid, not in, like, again, I don't think he's bad. I think he's pretty decent. But, very funny unit. Plus I like you. All right. So into the actual list. So at number 30, we have, well, Singzu Hilda. Singzu Hilda it's just a nice kit, man. And by nice kit, I mean nothing really interesting in her kit except that she does 1 billion damage like every single turn, which is her kit. Her kit's not, oh, she does this really interesting debuffing thing, or she has this extra thing that could buff her teammates. She sets this field effect, that field effect. She has this master passive that could boost team. No, it's none of that. Her kit is, I do a lot of damage, which for a striker, good job. You're doing your job very, very, very well. And she does that very well. Obviously, just incredible damage dealer. Her outfit's really, really nice too. Although I do think I like the summer outfit a bit better personally, but you know, it's all right. I really do like the EX colors are cool though, right? Plus 15 is slightly funny. So there's that, number 30 over there. And moving on, and number 29, I have Mr. Anniversary. I can't find anyone here, man. There's too many units that came out this year. Annie Raihan, there he is. Anniversary Raihan. I don't have too much opinion on his outfit, but I like Flygon. Oh, no. I have a very, very strong opinion on his outfit. It's super, super funny that when you EX him, the color of his his phone changes too. I think it's like gold or something in his EX, which is or either gold or silver. But that's really funny and cool. So that's nice. And yeah, Flygon, I love Flygon. Flygon's really, really cool. Also, I feel like he's a really, really underrated unit as well. Like, he doesn't do any of like the big, like, he doesn't fall into the, I guess, 2 main categories of units, which is big support, right, or big damage dealer. He's neither of those. He's a really, really nice tech unit that is not a support, but basically a support, right? Gives the special move up next, you know, super effective up next, right? And then on top of that, you know, decent-ish gauge unit could flinch here and there, could set Sun, set Sandstorm, has the max moves, really, really good nuke, all that stuff. So really a bit of a hidden gem. I feel like a lot of people did overlook him a bit during the anniversary, but he's a really, really nice unit. I find he's always, you know, it's a really, really nice unit to pick up when you really need something else on your team, just to give your team an extra bit of a boost that isn't, you know, I absolutely need this thing for like my unit to work at all. You know, he doesn't really need him around to make a team function, but could really make a team a lot better in a lot of situations, and not being very heavy on like just taxing for your team. That was a really, really long-winded and unnecessarily complex explanation, but he's cool. He's cool. All right, next up we have a spotlight, and that spotlight is Mr. Lucian and Drafarig himself. Lucian Drafarig is a really, 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 really nice unit, man. Like, this guy is so good. He does so many great things. Obviously, his debuffs, attack and you know, special defense debuffs are really, really nice. You know, he's a pretty good gauge unit as well, right? Which in Gauntlet is just a godsend for like any team. And he's a really, really nice nuker. On top of that, like, yeah, like when Anime first came out, right? Folks are waiting for the eventual, you know, Latios, right? Brendan Latios, whenever that was gonna come, which it did come in, you know, eventually. But before that, we had this Lucian and Drafarig, which also, you know, fit Anime pretty well with the special defense debuffs, trigger, and multiplier. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, he's just such a great unit, such an underrated. Just kind of like Raihan, Annie Raihan in a sense, incredibly underrated, nice tech unit that does so many things for your team, and just could stand on his own as well. It's just a really, really good unit here. Also, I like Lucian a lot. He's probably like one of my top favorite Elite Four members. Next up, we have the other Unova villain arc protag, which is Mr. Signisut Hilbert. There he is, and this guy. His outfit is kind of funny. It kind of looks like a Pokemon Ranger thing. He was alright in this story as well. Although I would say Hugh and N were infinitely funnier in this story. This dude randomly physically assaulted some like Team Plasma members. What the heck? Anyways, so yeah, this guy honestly mostly just his kit. His kit is just really fun, right? It's not like incredibly game breaking as I initially thought, right? But like when you use them, it kind of feels like it. It kind of feels like it when you're using them, but then, you know, when you're not actually, you know, using him, and then you sit down, rationally think about his kit, upsides, downsides, right? Some certain factors which might make him seem stronger than he actually is in battle, right? Then, okay. He's still good. He's still very good, but sometimes could your perception of this unit could get overinflated a bit when you're actually using him in non-like optimal circumstances compared to other units. But still, really nice unit. This one unit gives you what, 5 different types of coverage, right? And then each type he got the rebuff as well, and he also has like really nice things to help it. Like for example, like his electric, right, version, he also has the 100% chance to paralyze her, which was very cool versus Tornadus in the gauntlet run that I had with him. So he's just a really nice unit to use all around. Also, low key, he also has like metal sound, which is pretty good. So it's just that all the other things he does kind of overshadows that, but he's a really nice, powerful unit. Next up at number 26, probably the new Singsuit Serena over here, right, with the regular Greninja. So a few things about this. One, I love that they did the double Greninja with her and Calum, and I do like Greninja, very cool starter. And the outfit's really nice too, as well, especially her EX. Oh my god, her EX is so good, man. Her EX color is so good. The kit, I think I like her kit more than Kay. I don't know. It's really hard. I mean, you know, one's a support, one's a damage dealing tech. It's kind of hard to really compare the, you know, two kits, but they both have good kits. But yeah, it's really nice, man. It's a fantastic unit. Although I do have a bit of Serena fatigue, I guess, Serena Master fatigue. But overall, really nice, cool unit. Good damage, good debuffs, the rebuffs as well, right? The ability to switch between water and dark, so she got both those options in terms of dealing damage, although one's probably better than the other, but still very nice unit as well. I love the concept of the Neo Champions, and I can't wait to see what they could do with Neo Champions in the future as well. At number 5, we have the 3rd-year anniversary unit over here, Singsuit Aura Cynthia, which could she be higher solely because her name is Cynthia? Yeah, probably. But I just have a few issues with this unit. First of all, the Lucario. Is Cynthia with Lucario cool and good? Yes, because Lucario is cool and good, and she has a Lucario on her team, right? And outside of Garchomp, right? Like, outside of Garchomp, the next most popular Pokemon on her team is probably Lucario, right? So I don't dispute the pairing. I feel like the pairing is fine and all. It's just that we already had Mega Lucario in the game. Could have been a bit more interesting, right? Right. They maybe made it shiny or whatever, even though I don't really like shiny Lucario's colors, but you know, whatever, right? Maybe made it shiny or made it a bit different, but yeah, the unit is good though. Obviously, you know, one of the best tanks in the game for one, and her offensive buffs on her B move are just really good, right? With the special move, physical move up next +2, that's just really fantastic. She's a really good unit, obviously fighting zone as well, which is not perfect because the fighting zone on sync thing, so you can't get fighting zone in with some other, you know, fighting syncs, which again is not necessary, but would it have been nice if she also got the zone extension, like Thunderbolt Red got a terrain extension? Yeah, I really don't know why they did it for Thunderbolt Red and not for Cynthia. That was like a layup. Like, you guys literally just did it for Thunderbolt Red. Why not also do it for Cynthia? Like, which she needs even more than Thunderbolt Red. Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that spiel, but it's still Cynthia. It's cool. Lucario is cool. The kid is good, so I'm not gonna complain too much. All right, number 24 over here, another Philo-Sinoian. Sinoian? Is that the term? Anyways, whatever. One of the earlier units this year, which is Niers Volkner. Niers Volkner is just nice to use. He's just really, really nice to use against electric weak stages. I mean, you could use him outside electric weak stages too, and he generally does fine. He's just really cool. He's really cool. Right? I like Volkner, I like Electivire, and he's just very, you just come in here, get his buffs up, and just start doing like super effective up next on like every single hit, doing a billion damage, and very simple, easy, quick and dirty sort of unit. Gets the job done. Very nice. Next up at 23, I have our other Neo champion over here, Mr. Calum, which, do I like Calum more than Serena? Actually, no, I think I like Serena a bit better, right? I mean, you know, for the very limited episodes I watched in the anime, she was nice there and all that stuff. Although, obviously, this game is Serena. But it's Shiny Greninja, man. Shiny Greninja is so freaking cool. Shiny Greninja is incredibly cool. His outfit is incredibly nice. His outfit's really, really good. Shiny Greninja is really, really good. Again, all the other stuff that we talked about in terms of Neo Champions with Serena still applies here. And the kit is fantastic, obviously, right? You got Rain, you got Dark Zone on the buddy move. It's just overall just fantastic unit. Yeah, the heals, or at least the possibility of the heals, right? The you know, whatever else, the gauge is back. If you're fighting like a stage with 3 opponents, that's also really, really good as well. Just a lot of great stuff from this unit, man. Just a really, really fun and good unit to play with and stuff. Just like he just fits on like so many different teams. Again, not just water or dark type teams, right? Just any team he could fit in. Moving on, we have SS Morty at number 22, and SS Morty is, first of all, Shiny Ho, very cool, incredibly cool. Like, the concept of Shiny Ho is just so nice, man. It's just like, it's Ho, but like when Ho is like all rainbow, and like Shiny Ho is like gold and silver. That's very big brain design. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. Morty's outfit, I know a lot of people like it. I don't dislike it. I don't really have too much of an opinion. It's fine, right? But I really like Morty overall as a character. So yeah, he's probably, I don't know if it's my favorite Johto Gym Leader, but definitely top 3, maybe favorite. I don't know. I haven't thought about that too much, but the kit is really good, and it's really interesting because when I first saw the unit, right, I was actually not super high on it, and then like after I use it, and the more I use him, man, the more I use him, the more I like him. It's crazy, which doesn't happen too often, right? I think, you know, another example is like Fall Caitlyn, right? When I first saw the kit, I was like, come on, what is this? But then afterwards, the more I use them, right, the more, you know, options I see them on different team comps, the more I like these units, man. And yeah, it's just so good, man. The gauges, obviously the tanking, and you know, the sun buffs, adrenaline, this and that. It's a great unit, man. Such a great unit. And now, number 21 over here, we have Dojo Gloria. Let me just say what I don't like about Dojo Gloria first. I don't like the Dojo outfit. I know it's from Isle of Armor, but I didn't like the Isle of Armor outfit. I mean, what can I do? I did like Urshifu, though. I see a lot of people not liking Clubfu / Urshifu as a legendary Pokemon. I really liked it. Like, having an actual, like, story with this, like, legendary Pokemon and, like, personal sort of, you know, relationship with the Pokemon and watching it grow and all that stuff, and actually turned into, like, a legendary Pokemon. I thought that was cool. Right? And also, you know, a lot of, like, Bruce Lee influences, Game of Death, all that stuff. I thought it was really nice. I thought it was really well done. But, anyways, yeah, Urshifu is neat. This unit is just, like, bonkers, man. This is a unbelievable unit. And the funniest thing, man, it didn't come during Anniversary, didn't come during a Villain Arc, didn't come during, you know, either Christmas or the other big month. I think was it June or July, like June, right, when they usually drop like huge stuff as well. Didn't come during any of those. It just randomly dropped at like the end of summer, literally in between 2 Villain Arcs and before the Anniversary. they dropped this monster of a unit out of nowhere as a Pokefairy, and it's just so good, man. It is so good. Just debuffing is insane. Not even mention her damage, which is really good, but her debuffing is so nice, man. At number 20, we have the man, the myth, the former Pokemon master, now retired anime protag, Ash himself. It's just crazy, man. It's just like, it's unbelievable that they actually got Ash into the game, because again, like they don't have the rights. They're not allowed to use Ash, right? They had to like negotiate with the Pokemon anime people to actually get the licensing to actually use Ash in their game, in the form of a collab with the anime, right? So it's just a, like, everything aside, even if his kit sucked, even if whatever, right? And that comes from a person who hasn't watched the anime since like Gen 4, right? Like, put that all aside, just like the incredible feat of them getting this character in the game to like appear and exist in the first place is already pretty amazing. And obviously his kit is very good, right? Beat Thunderbolt is insane, bro. Beat Thunderbolt is unreal, okay? Incredible move. I do think his Thunder DPS could be a bit better, I suppose, if I, do you want any criticism of this unit, which is crazy, because this is like one of the like best damage deals in the game, and I'm saying, oh, his damage could have been better. Yeah. I know it sounds weird, but just the raw numbers wise, the Thunder, it's good, it's still good. It's, I mean, I just want the best for Ash, okay? How about that? Anyways, all right, moving on. Next up, we have a very recent unit named the Holiday Jasmine. This is a freaking support, man. This is hell of a support. Really nice support. Again, just buffs so many different things. Gives the physical special move up next. Gives you super effective up next, right? Has the defenses. Can buff your team's defenses. It's the paralysis stuff. It's just a great all-around support. Plus, it's Jasmine and Ampharos, which is an all-time like trainer Pokemon pairing, right? In the lore of the Pokemon franchise, it's Jasmine and Ampharos. How can you not like that, man? What kind of monster would hate this pairing? It's so good. It is so good. I really like Jasmine. Also, the outfit's really good as well, especially like the AX outfit. It's so nice, man. And the story was great. All the like callbacks. It was really emotional too. I like this story. What a great unit. They've done so much good in this game to society, while also draining my and a lot of people's wallets. But I spend my money, a lot of it, but it's worth it, man. To keep this game alive and get moments like Jasmine and Ampharos in the game. It's worth it, okay? It's worth it for me, at least. Number 18, we have the other man, myth, legend, Sinister Thunderbolt Red, as our annual red unit, because we have to have a red unit every year, I guess. But this one, I liked much better than last year's red unit, at least, right? I mean, first of all, the outfit. I actually don't like the EX outfit that much, but like the regular one. The regular one looks so cool. It's the 25th anniversary colors, right? Like if you guys bought like celebrations, the Pokemon celebrations TCG, like ETB, it literally the same color pattern as the ETB. It's so cool. The kid is obviously fantastic. He got what Cynthia should have got also in the extension for Electric Terrain, obviously one of the best terrain servers in the game. His own damage is really nice too, with the AoE no split damage. Obviously his sync nuke is crazy. The debuffs, like, he's just a really, I mean, like, it's this guy, man. He's one of the top units in the game, like easily, right? So he's really good. Next up, a bit of an odd one, but and I almost forgot to list her, but Essie Rosa, low key, man. Essie Rosa, I just feel like it's just really nice to see the main character, the real main character of this game, after because she got nothing. Like, ever since the game first launched, right? Game first launch, Rosa and Serpere dominated the game, right? Everyone was running her. She was really, really good, free, all that stuff. And then a few months later, the first seasonal ever, again, that was still in 2019, right? Boom, she got a holiday outfit with Delibird, right? That was really, really cool. And then she got nothing for like 2 years. almost 2 years. Like, this is the protagonist of the game, okay? She got absolutely nothing. But finally she got something, and it's really cool. Shaman's obviously really nice, and the outfit's fantastic as well. I love the outfit. The story I also really, really enjoyed too. We talked about that earlier with Naomi, right? And the kit's pretty good. It's flawed. Obviously, it's kind of like a similar-ish sort of style to Sing Suit Mei and Dojo Gloria. But Dojo Gloria and Sing Suit Mei's are just much more efficient and just stronger. And they just have better multipliers. She does have that evasion down multiplier, which slightly sucks because you have to use Sweet Sand. And Sweet Sand, you're just wasting turns, not doing really good damage with her Seed Flare, which does, well, really good damage. So yeah, nice unit overall. I'm just glad that Rosa got something, man. It's been a very, very long time for the main character of the game. Next up, another spotlight, and you're wondering, what the heck? Another spotlight over Dojo Gloria, over Ash, Thunderbolt Red, you know, Champion Caleb. I really like this one, man. What can you do? Courtney. Holy crap. I love Courtney a lot. Courtney, she's such a funny character, man. She's incredibly funny. Also, I'm a sucker for the Team Magma hoodies. Like, I really like the Team Magma hoodies. They're really nice. Also, her EX outfit looks so freaking good. The Magma EX colors, hers and Maxie's as well, right? The colors are so good. The EX colors are incredibly good. Camerupt, Mag Camerupt, very underrated Pokemon as well. As for the kit is really nice in the way that it, you know, unlike some of the other zone units, sometimes some zone units don't really work that well with their with the units that they're trying to like support in their zone. But she works pretty well with, I mean, ground, like, because almost all ground, like all but like 1 or 2 ground type units in the game are physical damage dealers, and she debuffs, well, physical defense. She could have been even better for them if she was a bit faster, because that is a bit of an issue with most ground type units, as they are pretty gauge heavy and slow. So that is definitely a downside. Obviously, she's not a unit without faults, right? She's not a unit without faults, and her biggest issue, I think, is gauges, but everything else is good, right? It's really, really nice ground nuke, solid DPS, right? Again, ground zone, all that stuff. Could be a really solid physical defense tank as well, if needed. Yeah, again, she's not, kit-wise, she's not better than, like, almost anyone. Well, she's better than a few of these, but... It's Courtney, man. Courtney's so cool. Also, she's really, really nice in the story as well, right? Being possessed and all with Matt. When is Matt coming, bro? Anyways, really, really nice showing for Courtney. I liked it. Courtney's great. I love Courtney. Anyways, moving on. Next up, we have the real anniversary unit of the 2.5 year anniversary, which is Sing Suit Serena and Zygarde, which... The reveal trailer was fantastic. A lot of great things about this unit. First of all, like, low-key, that, like, campaign where they made us, like, look for Zygarde cells on Twitter was pretty fun. Not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. But also, it's just a good unit, man. It's, like, good. Also, it's Zygarde, which is cool. Also, the outfit is really, really nice. And unlike the other, you know, Master Serena, I have not gotten Serena fatigue. Back then, so yeah, the outfit's great. The unit's obviously incredibly powerful. At the time was easily the best damage dealer in the game, and she's still definitely up there, right? Not like she fell off or whatever. No, she's still really, really good. But yeah, incredible unit, and yeah, I don't know, she's cool. Number 14, a unit, you know, without an alt or whatever, just them in their like regular like suit, which is slightly rare on this list because. If you can't tell, I like units with cool outfits. also, like, a lot of the good ones are the ones with alts. But anyways, this one is just Lucas, plain old Lucas with Dialga. Lucas is probably the protag that I've like played with like actually I don't know. Nah, it's probably okay. Probably the one I've played with like the most or second most after like Brendan in like the main series Pokemon games. Although I don't really have too much of an opinion on Lucas himself. I mean, he's just there. He doesn't have too much of a distinct personality in comparison. Like even like generally protags don't have too much personality, but like some protags do have like something going for them, right? I mean, for example, like Hilda, she really likes battling, at least in Masters, right? That Masters gave them, and you know, Brendan is very insecure. He really is. And then, you know, whatever, right? Rosa, cheerful, helpful, whatever, this and that. Lucas doesn't have too much, but anyways, I like Dialga. Dialga is very, very cool. I hate how I don't like the origin version in Legend Arceus. That thing ruined my boy, but whatever. Also, this unit, if you don't know, is very good. Very, very powerful unit. Probably, I don't know, is he still the best zone setter? In terms of damage dealing zone setters, I'd say definitely, right? I'm just wondering, man, would you take Lucas or would you take Champion Calum as a zone setter? I don't know. That's definitely an argument to be had. But yeah, he's incredibly powerful, right? Incredibly powerful. Strongest, you know, damage dealer that's also like his own unit, I think, off the top of my head. But yeah, incredible unit, just really, really, really powerful. Also, pretty nice colors for like a regular outfit EX, so that's neat too. Next up, we have a seasonal unit at, where are we, 13? Wow, damn, we're almost done. 13 is Palatine's Marnie. First of all, the Palatine's outfit is very, very, very nice, and you know, the EX colors are great too and all, and I generally like Marnie. She's not a character with too much personality, but I like people with like no personality sometimes. Not always. It depends on like how it's weird. Like I guess it's not personality, but like more so like emotion. Like because like my favorite character is like Sabrina, and she's like the whole time. So I don't know. Anyways, she's neat, whatever. But more so than, you know, whatever Marnie, you know, it is, Mawile. I love Mawile. Mawile is so freaking cool. Like, it, you know, on one side it's just a, you know, adorable little Pokemon, and then like the other side you have like two giant like crocodile jaws about to like, you know, like rip through like anything. It's a very funny and cool design. Also incredibly underrated Pokemon. But this unit is good, man. This unit is designed so well, okay, for a zone unit. Like, is she the best zone unit? No, I don't think she's the best zone unit. But like, of all the like unit, like design-wise, in terms of like how they fit with their you know, the specific type they're trying to buff, is she the best in that category? Also, probably not. But she's up there, right? Like, she just fits very, very well with a lot of the steel units that she's trying to buff in Steel Zone, right? I mean, a lot of them are physical. Like the big one is just Raihan, right? Who's not physical, but like most of them physical. So the defense debuffs are really, really nice, right? And then the flinches to help with some multipliers. Like her and Kimono Grimsley is just a really, really, really fun team to run. It's just a great, great, great unit that actually buffs, you know, her own type in the zone that she sets very, very well. So I do really appreciate that from Marnie. Number 12, my boy. My man, where is he? Signisuit Ethan. Holy. After getting made fun of for his very, very mediocre regular unit with Typhlosion, he finally snapped, bro. This guy snapped really, really hard. Ethan and Lugia. First of all, Ethan, Lugia, perfect pairing, right? My first ever game was Silver. I love Lugia. Lugia is so freaking cool as like a design. And it's a pretty simple design. It's not like anything complex. It's a very simple design. Nailed it. Whoever did Lugia, holy crap, man. But also, the unit itself is really, really nice as well, right? You know, it's fantastic flying type damage deal, the AoE non-split damage stuff, really good striker nuke as well. And also Ethan actually showing his hair, like I never knew his hair was gonna look like that. So that was really, you know, that was a cool reveal as well there. And number 11 on this list, his fellow Johto villain arc character, who's actually Cantonian, but you know, whatever, right? Singsu Giovanni. Oh my god, this outfit is so good. It's like the big like mafia. I mean, he's literally a mafia boss, but like even more bigger mafia boss outfit, right? With the very nice EX colors, and boom, you have Nidoking, super cool Pokemon. Also, you know, Dynamaxes, which is a callback from the first villain arc, right, where he was trying to find the power of D-maxing and how that could benefit him, right, against Red. So that was a really nice, you know, thing to do to make it actually Dynamax. But also the unit, man. Like, at that time, we're good on these now, but at that time, we were super down bad on Poison type and Ground type damage dealers. And in comes this gift from, I was about to say God, but no, it was really just DNA, I guess, or whoever makes these units. One damage dealer that made them instantly the strongest, well, I guess arguable with Groudon, probably Groudon at the time, still better, right? But you know, top tier ground type damage dealer that is also the strongest poison type damage dealer and still is the strongest type poison damage dealer in the game. And then you throw in like a random steel type damage, which is also like top 3 steel type DPS in the game as well, like for no reason. And you slap them all into one unit, and boom, this is like a free to play like players Christmas, man. Like if you want a good value unit, like you spend gems on one unit and boom, gives you all this stuff, right? This guy is it in terms of the different type coverages that this one damage dealer does. So nice. Again, great outfit, great pairing, all that stuff. Really cool in the story too. It's Giovanni, bro. It's fantastic. Number 10 over here, my precious rival. Well, not like literally my rival, but like it's a rival like character. Wally, Singsu Wally, and Mega Shiny Gardevoir. Wally's my favorite rival. Very relatable because I also suffer from like similar you know, illnesses as he does. But I don't know, I just like Wally a lot. You know, it's precious, you know, cinnamon. I can't, whatever. You guys know what I mean. I can't speak right now. I've been recording for like 30 something minutes, so you know, give me a break. But yeah, fantastic outfit. The outfit's really good, and it's shiny Mega Gardevoir, which also has one of the top shiny like colors like ever as well. It's so good, man. Like the Mega version where it gets like blue and like the black dress. It's so nice, man. It is so nice. The kit itself is decent. You know, there are parts I like. There are also parts that I don't really like. I mean, you know, the buddy move upside it's really good for a lot of fairy type like, yeah, he's kind of like a Marnie in a deal, right? In a way where he's really nice for the specific types that he's trying to buff with his zone, with the extra attack and special attack debuffs to help a lot of the multipliers like Diantha or Palatine Serena or some other units that have those multipliers. So he's really fitting for that. Obviously, again, he also has like rebuff and zone in one unit. Have we had another unit that does that yet? I don't think so, right? But yeah, that's obviously huge. But it's just, again, he does AoE the rebuffs, but he also like only has like one use of it, which slightly sucks. And the other thing is, and it's not a Wally thing, it's just more so like a B move thing in general. Like the unlocking animation is so like unnecessary, bro. I am missing my Qs because of that unlock animation. Sometimes I just have to like Q another move instead. That really sucks. Please fix that or make it faster, DNA. Please. Anyway, so yeah, that's Wally. Fantastic stuff. So we're now that we're actually in the top 10, we have number 9 coming up over here, and number 9 on my personal list is another Johto Villain Arc unit. There's a lot of Johto Villain Arc units in like the top, what, 12 or so. or even, I think, do I have every Johto Villain Arc unit? I might have every Johto Villain Arc unit in my top 30. Man, Johto Villain Arc was a blast, bro. Like, Johto's not even like my favorite region, or I mean, I like Johto, but like, man, they nailed Johto Villain Arc. They nailed Johto Villain Arc. Like, the structure, the way how they structured it, the anticipation, all that stuff, and then like the final big reveal. All the units were fantastic. Every single one of them hit, right? Like, there's no like looker or like collar. It's not that collar's just like bad or whatever, right? But like, you know, every single one was incredibly powerful, incredibly hype, right? And like, you know, the story was good too, and it was a long neglected region, and boom, wow, did this big boost turn them from like not even one of, like, literally the weakest region into one of the top regions in the game. It's so nice, man. Johto Villain Arc was a blessing to everyone. So anyways, moving on. Number 9, who was it again? Oh, Singsu Chris. I love Suicune. Suicune is really nice and cool and like nice, and it's Suicune, man. It's, like one of my favorite Pokemon cards is like a Suicune card that I got when I was a kid. I think it was the Neo. I don't know. It's one of the Neo ones where like they had like the screen. Anyways, whatever. Suicune, incredible unit. Incredible unit. One of the best supports in the game, right? One of the easily top, I'd say top 2 special supports. Maybe top 3 special supports in the game, right? Depending on the situation. In some situations, SS Brandon is better. In some situations, SS Chris is better, right? Just, you know, they're both really good. Like, as long as you have one of them, you're good. So yeah, obviously Rain Setter with, again, all the special move up next that she gives on top of all her buffs, special defenses. It's just a great, strong unit. Obviously the master passive and the outfit and the X cards are also really cool as well. So yeah, that's number 9 over there with Singsu Chris. Fantastic stuff. Number 8, her partner in crime / some people think they're the same person for some reason. Singsu Lyra and Celebi. Do I like the Singsu Lyra and Celebi pairing more than Singsu Chris and Suicune? No, not really. So, okay, do I like the outfit more? I don't know. They're both really nice. I don't really care that much for, like, to really say which one I prefer more. Well, why do I even have, you know, SS Lyra over SS Chris? Well, there's a small thing you may or may not know called 100% flinch chance. This is one of the most broken units in the game. Maybe not even one of the most. This might be like straight up the most broken unit in the game. 100% on every single hit. Guaranteed flinch, trap, confuse. On top of grassy terrain. On top of all the debuffs. On top of her nuke. On top of her okay-ish DPS. On top of her team crit buffs, right? The you know, the teammate physical special attack buffs. The physical Johto master passive. This is an unbelievable unit in terms of, you literally can't believe that they came up with this unit because of how broken it is. It is so good. Free moves in grassy terrain. This is an unreal unit. Like, you could make me, you know, a year ago, you could let me, alright, host, make a conceptual unit, make up a sync pair concept. You can make it as broken as you want, right? Just however broken you want to go for it, you know, just do it. I would not even come up with something like this, man. This is just unreal. Absolutely. Like, this unit, like, when you use her, it feels like you're cheating. Like, you feel guilty for using this unit because, like, it's cheating. It's like cheating using this unit. It is so good, man. Unbelievable unit. Next up at, I think, number 7 over here, we have the other Villain Arc Protect. This one from Hoenn over here in Singsu, Brendan, and Latios, which is just an unbelievably good special support, right? Yeah, he's like SS Chris, but instead of like giving your team the one time, you know, special move up next, right? He has like the permanent until the opponent buffs their special defense back, but more permanent-ish, right? Special defense debuffs, -2 every single hit, which is incredible because you debuff the opponent's special defense, you do more damage. Even though some stages do have obviously mitigation for that, so it's not going to be like the full debuff. But that aside, there are so many units that have brain teaser or whatever the other one was, right? In terms of multipliers that need you to debuff the opponent's special defense, and that is so good, man. Also, like, the outfit's really cool. He's a space cadet, which fits, right? I mean, you know, guys know the at least more so the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire story rather than the original story. But still, I mean, even the original story, he's been to Moss Deep and all that, right? But yeah, also Latios is cool. Also, him plus Anime is the perfect match made in heaven combo in the game, man. Like, helping, you know, Anime's multipliers. These two units, like, Anime was already really, really good before, but with Latios running with Anime, it's over. Like, that's probably like a top 10 like duo in the game. It's that good. They are incredibly good for and with each other. It's great, man. It's great. Also, I just love seeing my guy Brendan getting love. I like Brendan, man. He's again very, very insecure person with daddy issues, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. Number 6 on the list. Speaking of, right, we're literally just talking about this, but Anniversary May, folks. Anniversary May, again, when she first came out, she was good. I mean, you could argue she was probably the best of the 3, you know, 2.5 anniversary units in the first half, right? So, I mean, she was always good, but once she got units like Lucian, like, you know, Bede, like obviously Singsu Brendan, she just went insane, man. This unit is so good, right? This unit is a huge reason, right, why psychic types are so powerful and successful. Not the like soul effect, because, you know, obviously psychic types are successful because they have units like Singsu Luzamine, Lear, you know, Mewtwo, Deoxys, right? A lot of really, really powerful units in the ranks, but also the zone setter or the terrain setter, I guess, over here, incredibly powerful, right? Also, I love May. She's my favorite pro tag. The outfit's fantastic, right? I really like the EX colors there as well, like the cool purple, massive ball gown dress thing. I don't know much about outfits or whatever, but I just think it's neat. So yeah, really nice there. Great unit. I do like Latios more though as a Pokemon, but yeah, it's alright. It's just really nice kid, all that stuff, and like it's the cornerstone of some of the strongest teams in the game, right? It's just that good. So now we are in top 5 territory over here, and at number 5 we have Signasuit Dawn and Cresselia. Cresselia, also incredibly underrated legendary Pokemon. I love Cresselia, man. It's so cool. It is so cool. Anyways, but yeah, Dawn is... Singsu Dawn, I feel like might be the most underrated unit or overlooked unit that they've came out with this year. And I don't say that because I think she's better than, like, you know, I don't think she's better than like SS Brendan or Singsu Chris, right, or Champion Greninja, like these supports or whatever, right? But she is still very good, and I feel like people don't recognize that enough. Cause, like, again, first of all, she's a great tank. The sync move countdown thing she has on her is insane, like demented, very good, right? Her sync, obviously, the heals, the curing, everything. It cures everything basically. Except my anxiety and other undiagnosed mental illnesses. But incredible unit. Also has the catalyst thing, right, or whatever on her heels. which is great. The special move up next as well. Obviously, you know, she has some special buffs, crit buffs, all that stuff. It's just an overall, just a... Yeah, because a lot of times you don't see, like, some of, like, the best tanks in the game. You don't really see them also being really, like, gauge friendly as well. Obviously, there's some, like, you know, Sing Su Morty, right? Or even Champion KLM to an extent, but you know, it's kind of rare. Like, usually, like, when you think of big tanks, you think of, like, regular Dawn, Jasmine, right? Lana. Yeah, they could take hits. They're also insanely slow, but no, not this unit, right? It's just a really good and powerful, very overlooked unit. Plus, it's Dawn. I love Dawn as well. Her outfit's very it's like what's the word? Musketeer, whatever. I don't know. It's really funny. I think. Also, I love the colors for EX. Fantastic. Anyways, the villain arc story and all that stuff was really nice. She was pretty good in that too. So, number 4 on this list. We're back to the you know, villain arc. Well, I mean, what? Like, more than a third of this year's months have been, like, villain arcs, so, like, there's gonna be a lot of villain arc units, plus they're, like, all really good and cool and stuff, so yeah, it's another villain arc unit. This one's the other May that came out this month. Some people might say, oh, Post, where did your, you know, SS, you know, or Master Fear Serena fatigue go? Well, this is not Serena, this is May, so I don't have the May fatigue, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Again, it's my favorite pro tag. It's great. Blaziken's my favorite starter. Favorite player plus favorite starter. Throw that in one. I'm a happy person. Plus, the kid is incredibly good, right? Again, the physical defense and speed debuffs are great. Again, a lot of people do compare that to Dojo Gloria, which Dojo Gloria is a better debuffer. But May is a better... a lot of other things, right? She has the team max crit buffs, right? The sync move countdown is insane on her as well, right? Like, all that stuff. Team speed buffs. Unreal unit, right? Again, obviously, incredible DPS, incredible nuke. Great unit all around. Fits a lot with a lot of the, you know, physical Hoenn units, like a Maxi or whatever, right? Incredible unit. I love her. She's really good. Highly recommend if she ever comes back, because, like, some of these units are only Poke Fairs, man, which aren't that hard to get in comparison to obviously Master Fairs. And, you know, sometimes, hopefully, they could rerun in some, like, really good. Like, imagine a banner in the future, right? Like, next year, imagine a dual Poke Fair rerun with, like, I don't know, Sing Su Brendan and Sing Su Mei. That's, like, instantly, like, one of the top most, like, high value banners, like, ever. Assuming by then we won't have, like, an insane power creep or whatever, right? But that'll be, like, an incredible value banner, right? So yeah, keep that in mind. Moving up to number 3, also the first unit we had this year, although it technically wasn't like this year, it was like last year, but it was like it counts as this year, and it was in 2022's update. Okay, it was in January 2022 update. So technically she's not this year, but she is this year's. Anyways, I mean, Renegade Cynthia. Did I have her in last year's as well? Is this cheating? I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. Renegade Cynthia. It's Renegade Cynthia. It's Renegade Cynthia, bro. That's one of the coolest trailers. Not only just Pokemon Masters, might be one of the coolest trailers that Pokemon as a franchise have ever done. Obviously, I've not seen every single Pokemon commercial that they've ever done. Although, to be fair, they do have a lot of really good TCG ones. But, God, that trailer is good. That trailer is freaking cool, man. Renegade Cynthia. This is one of my favorite outfits in the game. Like straight up, like, it's like, yeah, easily like top 3 outfits in the game. It looks so good. Did I say it's Cynthia? It's Cynthia. It's also Giratina. Very cool. Also, it's the altered form of Giratina, which I am a very rare altered Giratina enjoyer. A lot of people like origin form better, but I like altered form better. I don't know. Big, bulky, Centaur Centipede thing. I like it. It's cool. I like it more than Origin form. What can you do? Come at me. Anyways, a great unit. Obviously not perfect. Yeah, her DPS kind of sucks. But she does make up for that with a very, very good nuke. Obviously, Ghost Zone, like, she was a game changer, man. First zone unit in the entire game, completely changed everything, right? Before this, there's like, what, 5 types that have like a massive advantage over like almost every single type, other type in the game, because of, you know, the weather and terrain boost, right? And starting from her, we had this trend of having zones in the game, which made a lot of other types much, at least they could catch up, right? Not saying, you know, Bug Zone got like SE Ingo, now bug types are better or as good as like psychic types, or no, but like at least they give them the chance to compete, right? At like the same level, right? So that's just a very, very, very great thing that they got there. Obviously the event was pretty cool as well, and it's Cynthia, so yeah, cool. All right, so number 2 on this list, which is really the biggest mystery rather than the number 1, to be fair, but I mean, if you look at the remaining units, honestly a lot of still really, really nice units that I couldn't that I couldn't really put up there, right? I mean, as much as people hated on her, and I do kind of didn't like how it was treated and all that, but like, you know, SC Lily's a really, really good unit, low key. Same thing with SC Sonya as well. Really, really nice units. I think I talked about Aaron, but yeah, really cool there. This blue's really, really nice, low key. This bead, right? Yeah. Also, I really like this Summer Hilda outfit, even though the unit could be a bit whatever, right? SS Serena, SS Cyrus. Oh my god, I didn't put SS Cyrus on here. Oh, can I replace? I don't know. There are some things I don't really like about SS Cyrus though, just because, you know, suffering from success, he has way too many options. So sometimes, like, oh man, which of these, you know, 17 incredibly powerful and completely debilitating to the opponent options should I pick, right? So as a person who's has a tough time picking things, but anyways, not a tough time picking number 2 on this list though. It is SS Steven, bro. Holy crap, arguably the top unit in the game, right? Along with some other really, really good units like SS Lyra and you know, maybe Thunderbolt Red. Do I personally think SS Steven? Would I take SS Steven over those 2 personally? Oh, it's a really, really tough choice. It is a really, really, really tough call. Maybe you could say I'm biased, and I am over here, although I try not to be for this, but yeah, I think I'll take SS Steven, man. SS Steven's just way too good. I don't know. Oh, never mind. I changed my, no, I'm taking SS Lyra. No, I don't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're all really, really good. It doesn't matter, man. SS Steven is insane. This unit is insane. Also, incredible value unit too. You get 1 unit, right? The cost of 1, and you get 4 different units. Each one of them incredibly powerful, right? Like the weakest one is support Deoxys, I feel, or support defense Deoxys, right? Yeah, I think that's indisputably like the weakest one of his 4 forms, and it's still pretty freaking good. It's one of the top tanks in the game, right? One of the top tanks in the game. One of the top tanks in the game is his worst form. Like, just think about that, man. One of the top tanks in the game, his worst form, right? Also, you know, decent support as well, on top of, you know, being a tank, obviously. But like, if you look at all the other forms, like next probably like no, I don't even know, man. Normal's low key. People sleep on normal form Deoxys. I mean, when I was using Deoxys in my 100 streak gauntlet run, I believe the one I went with was normal form. Normal form is incredibly powerful, right? You have the psychic terrain for 1 cycle, but still, right? But you also have a really, really good chance to flinch on the Zen headbutt, all that stuff. He still does pretty solid damage because he has pretty balanced stats in normal form, right? Pretty solid damage on a psycho boost, right? Everything is normal form, low-key, very, very good. And then you get to the crazy ones, right? Which is speed and attack. Attack is just one of the just top like damage deals in the game, like period, right? The AoE, it's an AoE nuke like a Striker EX, but it's not a Striker EX. It's a TAC EX. They made a TAC EX AoE nuke. That is insane. That's unreal of a thing that they did there. Whoever did this was like, that's a crazy person. Crazy person made a TAC EX nuke AoE, and then on top of that, his DPS is insanely powerful, right? His DPS is insanely powerful. And then you have Speed Form Deoxys, which is on another level of just mind-blowingly, like, the things he does, right? The things Speed Deoxys, like, incredible unit. On top of, again, do remember, this is a list of my favorite units, right? So, also in Factor, you know, his Decisive Battle remix theme, right? I do love my Hoenn Champion theme, especially the Poem Masters remixes, especially the Wallace one. But, you know, we haven't seen Wallace in a while. Actually, he was in the Hoenn Champion theme, so there's that, I guess. But, yeah. It's Steven. He's not my favorite champion, but, like, he's, you know, top 3, right? I do love myself from Steven, and Deoxys is my favorite mythical. The outfit is insanely good. Like, it's also one of, like, my top, like, outfits in the game, as well. Yeah, he's great, man. He's SS Steven, bro. He's one of my, like, even just outside of this year, like, one of, like, easily my top 5 favorite units in the game overall. And at number 1, I know this one's a bit of a surprise. You may have not seen this coming, even though she's literally on, like, the overlay of the video this whole time. She was here the entire time. But, Near Sabrina. The second unit that came out this year, or technically the first, because she came out on, well, I mean, on my side, she came out on the 31st. But, like, in, like, most places in the world, she came out on the 1st. So there's that. But anyways, New Year's Sabrina. It's Sabrina. I literally like no other, like, reasoning. Like, is her kit? What about her? Her kit's fine. It's a good kit. I mean, she is part of, like, you know, she is one of the units that make up one of the strongest teams in the game with you know, Thunderbolt Red and Ash, right? Thunderbolt Red, Ash, and New Year's Sabrina with the Kanto Master Passes off. You know, that is one of the best teams in the game. You know, so her kid is nice and all that, but no, it's Sabrina, man. It's Sabrina in what are those called? Like the priest-ish outfits or whatever. I don't care what it's called, man. It's just really good. It's really good. I don't care what it's called. I really do not. I don't care. Do I like Chingling? No, not really. I like Chimecho better. I really like Chimecho. I really wish it was Chimecho instead, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She could have, like, Heatmore, which may or may not be my least favorite Pokemon. I don't hate on it, but it's just, I don't know. I don't care about, like, she could have Heatmore, and she'd still be up here. Her kit can literally be Tackle, X, Defense, or I don't know. I think it might be a bit useful. A Tackle, X accuracy, I don't know, Slash, and a training move that gives her, like, -6 on all her stats and, like, gives her, like, endurance or something, and then, like, 1 passive, and it's Gritty 1. She'd still be up here. She'd be on number 1 on the list, unless there was another Sabrina. But that's my reasoning. It is Sabrina. It is Sabrina, and yeah, that's why she's up there. That's why this list is not a list of the best units that came out this year, or a list of the strongest units in the game, or a list of whatever. It is a list of my personal favorite units that came out in the 2022 cycle of updates. Include that last bit so we could speak New Year's Sabrina and Renegades. I'm pretty sure we had Renegades at the end of New Year's Sabrina the last one too, because I threw them in because of a technicality, and then I reversed that technicality to put them in here again. okay, if you really want to know what the list is, like, if we didn't count Renegade, Cynthia, and Nurse, we're gonna just, like, take them out and, put, like, 2 of these units in there, and, like, the bottom, so, there you go. If you don't like my twisting the rules of the 30 personal favorite, units of 2020, that, you know, is a list that I made based on my personal preferences, based on the rules that I made up, right? And that I could rig however I want. So anyways, yeah, that's me in this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed, guys. Think in the comments. Oh my god, it is an hour long. I did not expect this to be an hour long. What can I say, man? I love this game. I like this game a lot. And this year had the best units, man. This year's units are just so good. This year had the best units. Really did. Like, if you compare, like, this list to, like, last year's list, right? And obviously, I know, like, obviously, yeah, of course, you know, power creep, whatever. No, not even like that, right? Not even just that. Like, even just some, like, designs of the units. And even if you look at, like, the year, as it's in its own, like, self-contained bubble, and you compare it to, like, all the other stuff that came out in the year, like, the percentage of quality units this year is just insane. Like, how many bad units can you say came out this year? Like, really? Like, even if you, you know, include some, like, the free units, like, okay, you can maybe say, like, some of these BP units, like, maybe, like, Candace kind of sucks. Nita, maybe. I don't even think she's, like, that bad, honestly. Maybe you could say, like, Lodge Lily, maybe not that good. What else? Maybe you could say Lodge May is kind of whatever. You could say Looker's bad. That's fair, I guess. Oh, this Marnie's pretty bad too. Yeah, like, that's kind of it. Like, even units like Summer Hilda, which isn't really up to standards in terms of how good the general quality of units this year are. She's still a fine unit. Even SSN, who, like, people hate on so much, right? Even Singsu N, is he bad for a, you know, Villain Arc Pokefair standard? Okay, sure, he is pretty bad in terms of a Villain Arc Pokefair standard, but is he a bad unit overall? No, he's still a really good unit, man. He's basically like a free gauge, like, monster sitting on the side, giving you free sync move countdown turns for, like, 0 reason. Like, he's still a good unit. It's just that some people might be disappointed, you know, fan favorite and all, and the kid kind of wonky, this and that, but he's still a good unit, right? But yeah, they're just fantastic quality of units this year, man. Like, even some of the Eggmons, bro. Like, the Egg Gyarados that came out this year, right? The Egg, the Tyrogue evolutions. That was some stuff, man. We couldn't even fit those guys in here. And yeah, good stuff, man. Good year of units. Look at these, man. Look at these units. So good. Even some of these down here, which I couldn't even put in there. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys, you know, favorite units are from this year. Love to see some of them. And yeah, have fun, folks. Good luck, guys, still pulling for stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, again, I apologize for making this video an hour long. I'm so sorry. But not really. But a bit. Anyways, okay, I'll see you guys.